I'm taking on the challenge of sharing my most emotional breastfeeding struggles and the coping tips that helped me through it all as a new mom. Breastfeeding is often portrayed as this beautiful, natural, and instinctual process, but the reality is that it can be overwhelming and emotionally draining for many new moms. We're told that it's the best way to feed our babies, that it's a special bonding experience, and that it's what our bodies were designed to do. But what about when it doesn't come naturally? What about when it's painful and frustrating and makes us feel like we're failing as mothers? That's the part that nobody talks about, and that's exactly what I want to address in this video. New moms often face a plethora of emotional challenges when it comes to breastfeeding. There's the pressure to succeed, to do everything right, and to be this perfect, selfless mother. There's the fear of not being able to provide for our babies, of not being good enough, and of not meeting societal expectations. And then there's the guilt, the shame, and the anxiety that comes with it all. It's like, we're supposed to be these happy, glowing new moms, but in reality, we're struggling to keep our heads above water. We're told that breastfeeding is this intimate, loving experience, but what about when it's just plain hard? What about when our nipples are cracking, and bleeding, and screaming in pain? What about when our babies won't latch, or won't eat, or won't stop crying? That's not the picture-perfect breastfeeding experience we see on social media, is it? And yet, that's exactly what many of us face. We're stuck in this cycle of guilt, and shame, and frustration, and we don't know how to get out. It's like, we're expected to be these superheroes, to juggle a million things at once, to be perfect, and to never show any signs of weakness. But the truth is, we're human beings, and we're allowed to struggle. We're allowed to not have all the answers. We're allowed to ask for help. And that's exactly what we need to do. So, how do we cope with these emotional struggles? Well, for starters, we need to seek support. We need to find our tribe, our community, our people who get it. We need to talk to our partners, our friends, our family members, and our healthcare providers. We need to let them know that we're not okay, that we're struggling, and that we need help. We need to practice self-care, to take breaks, to rest, and to recharge. We need to remember that it's okay to not be perfect, that it's okay to make mistakes, and that it's okay to ask for help. One of the most powerful things we can do is to redefine what success means to us. We need to let go of these unrealistic expectations and focus on what really matters: our babies, our relationships, and our own mental health. We need to remind ourselves that breastfeeding is not a reflection of our worth as mothers. We need to be kind to ourselves, to be gentle, and to be compassionate. I remember when I was struggling to breastfeed my own baby. I was in so much pain, and I was convinced that I was doing everything wrong. I felt like a failure, like I was broken, and like I wasn't good enough. But then I found my tribe, my community of fellow moms who were going through the same thing. I found my lactation consultant, who was like an angel sent from heaven. And I found my own resilience, my own strength, and my own determination. I realized that I wasn't alone, that I wasn't broken, and that I was doing the best I could. To all the new moms out there who are struggling to breastfeed, I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not failing, you're not broken, and you're not inadequate. You're just struggling, and that's okay. Remember to seek support, to practice self-care, and to redefine what success means to you. Remember that it's okay to ask for help, and that it's okay to prioritize your own mental health. You got this, mama. Thanks for watching, and if you're a new mom who's struggling to breastfeed, I want to hear from you. Share your story, share your struggles, and share your triumphs in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about postpartum mental health, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be diving deeper into this topic.